The Protectors of the Wood Adventure Series. Episode number 177. Chi-Chi and Abby travel underground. Abby stared, shocked by Chi-Chi's knowledge of Dreamstone.
Our best guess is that the Mapstick is made of the fibers of a variety of fig trees. You probably know it as sapfig. It grows in many places. We think it was used for thousands of years for all kinds of things, especially boats. The Coletters used to make boats to this day. These trees carry a latex or rubber type of substance that will seal leaks and provide an elasticity of strength with very little weight. In ancient times, skilled people must have a purpose of molding the sap and fibers with powdered dreamstone. Your staff contains fine particles of dreamstone, especially on the top 6 inches. That seems to be how your staff was made, but we don't really know how. The art has been lost, and as far as we can tell, it has never been duplicated.
Abby was silent, thinking. This transformation was completely new to her.
This is such a new Chi-Chi.
He watched Abby's expression and finally said,
All this is not magic. It does not define nature or the psyche, but it does open up a part of human culture that's long been forgotten or discredited. We're really talking about ancient wisdom, going back much further in time than most people believe.
He's trying to say that you need that wisdom now. You really need it. I've noticed over and over that your incredible sensitivity is your greatest strength and weakness. You hear the underground voices where even Chi-Chi and I don't hear them. You'll be tempted to explore all the clues and mysteries around you. We, Chi-Chi and I, must make you more cautious. Your sensitivity and your impulsiveness keeps me awake at night with worry. And now you'll help relieve my midnight worries by spending an hour listening to the things that are not in your father's maps. And some rules you must obey to stay alive in this new world. It's our job to get you ready.
The sun was sinking in the west, far out over the wetland, when Abby and Chi-Chi began their journey. Long shadows ran across the forest. The dark leaves of the copper beech trees rippled in a late afternoon wind. Wisps of cloud reflected the pink glow of the sun. Chi-Chi led the way, and Abby was glad to follow, carrying the mapstick and her hooded sweatshirt. She was relieved that he showed no sign of using this occasion to train her as a leader. Watching carefully every move he made, she intended to learn from him, but waste no time. She was in a hurry.
Come what may, I am going to speak to Reverend Tuck tonight. Here we go.
They walked quickly through the stunning beauty of the beech woods to the underground entrance Abby and Wendy had taken before. The gray stone shelf projected from the cliff around the dark opening, but now it seemed to glow with meaning and value like an old friend, a member of the family. The narrow tunnel held no fear. Abby was enchanted by this clever arrangement designed by nature thousands or millions of years ago, yet young and alive today. And she knew that many people who may have been her ancestors had treated this unique feature of the earth with care and secrecy as a holy place of great value. She, Abby, had now inherited this responsibility in a dangerous world where many people had no opportunity to understand this side of nature and no reason to respect it.
But perhaps I can lead a group who will understand and cherish it like I do. What about my friends? They will. And what about others like Amy Z's professor? And look at all the people of Rivergate. Look at all they've accomplished. Maybe this is a moment for a new vision. One that is incalculably old. To grow again in the world. I mean, right now, it seems like we've all gone astray. Everyone craves a bit of hope and solid ground. Someone, something, to keep us from slipping off the edge into darkness.
The Mapstick began to shine a clean, bright light in the narrow tunnel. And as they emerged into the first cavern, the light burst into the wide space as if the stones themselves were glowing. The ancient path outlined by broken stalactites was perfect for a couple to walk together, and Chi-Chi and Abby hurried along, side by side. The cavern narrowed to the bottleneck. Abby took the lead on the downhill path, making good time. They arrived at the long, smooth hallway and walked together again. Abby noticed the small side tunnel coming up on the left and had the feeling that they would take that route. Chi-Chi slowed down, looking around him. He picked up a couple of small stones and came to a stop.
Okay. At each place where we have to make a choice between two or more paths, I'm going to leave a stone. One line, one scratch on the stone will mean we take a right-hand turn. 2 lines will mean left. Now, of course, these directions are for the way we are going today. If you are traveling the way back, the directions will be reversed. Then these 2 lines will mean right.
I get it.
Abby felt a little humiliated. Did Chi-Chi really think she would forget the way so far? He seemed to be treating her like a child. Abby's expression conveyed her feelings.
I know. You think you're above all this. But you must understand, when you travel alone, over long distances underground, making many choices, strange things happen. You can easily slip into a dreamlike state, feeling haunted and confused. It's especially easy to panic if you start out thinking you know everything. Your sensitivity to the other dimensions, the dream world, is both a strength and a weakness. Yes, it gives you special understanding and powers. The rare ability to connect the world together in new ways. It gives new meaning to everyone. But you can also get lost. It happens to people all the time.
Chi-Chi paused to allow Abby to reply, but she remained silent.
You know all this, but you haven't applied the lesson to the underground yet. I want you to think of yourself as a beginner, and I bet you that someday one of these marking stones will look like your best friend, a helping hand in the darkness.
Down under jutting stone, following the way alone. Very few have found a way from the stream of ghosts back to open day. A warning everyone should know. There is no safe way to go. The invisible door, I'll tell you true. It depends on what's inside of you. Look for the stone that's on the wall. If you're the one who hears the call, don't forget when the voices start. Take a look inside your heart. They come from the lake of broken hearts.
Trillions of living things are everywhere around. Our lives are all planted deep into the sacred ground. There's everything to love and everything to fear. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. It's planet Earth in the universe and nature lives here. And nature lives here.